G'day everybody, my name's Gorge Camorra. Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Drinks. So today guys, we're going to review a gin. I drink a lot of gin, I love it, it's fantastic, especially in summer and spring. And the gin that we're going to try is the Botanist. It's an Islay dry gin made in Islay, which is in Scotland, made at the Bruichladdich distillery. Now Bruichladdich is obviously famous for its whiskies, but they make a damn great gin as well. It was created by Jim McEwen, the master distiller, who's retired now. This gin has 9 classic botanicals like juniper, orange peel, lemon peel, licorice root, and it also has 22 forage botanicals from the island of Islay itself. So things like birch leaves, elderflower, heather flowers. They actually summoned 2 of the local guys who were botanists and they were retired. And one day Jim McEwen said, hey guys, how about going out and foraging some wonderful herbs and spices and botanicals so that they can make a totally Islay gin. It's made in a unique Le Monde still, which is sort of like a cross between a pot still and a column still that holds about 15,500 litres. They bought it from the Interlevens distillery that had closed down in Glasgow. And when they took it to Islay, they were originally going to make whiskey with it. It didn't make fantastic whiskey, so they decided to try gin, and it worked very well. The reason that it's called Ugly Betty is it's a sort of an ugly looking still. It's a bit like the bottle, not that the bottle's ugly, but it's got a bit of a fat neck. Now I heard that the story why it's called Ugly Betty, the still, was because Jim met a bombardier that had been an African-American bombardier that had been in World War II. And it was one of the first ever Air Force crews that were all African-American. And what happened was they gave him the worst and ugliest bombing plane. So he decided in their honour to call the still Ugly Betty. The gin's distilled about 3 times slower than traditional time. It takes about 17 hours to distill because of the lower pressures in the still. The Botanist Gin sells for about $80 in Australia or £40 UK. Let's give it a bit of a try. Smell. It's very floral, sort of a sweet juniper, sweet pine, faint little bit of licorice there as well. Very well balanced, nothing overpowers, which I think is great. And for 46% alcohol, it's not offensive at all. Let's try it. Very rich, mellow, creamy. Definitely get that juniper there. A little bit of spice as well. Just a gentle spice. Very smooth and easy drinking for at 46% alcohol. It does have a long finish, a little bit of oiliness there as well, with just some gentle spice at the end. I love this gin in a gin and tonic because I can really get that juniper coming through. It works really well with a Fever Tree elderflower tonic. Fantastic in a Tom Collins cocktail, although be careful because they can get you pretty tipsy really quickly as well. Also works really well in a martini with that nice oiliness. I like a little bit wet, a little bit more dry vermouth. It sort of depends on how you like it. Definitely go out and try it. It's a fantastic gin, and see you again soon.